recording. So again, good morning sa inyong dalawa. So while waiting for your classmates, I will again introduce to you the last module we're going to have, the poultry management. And under this module, we have several topics. We have the free range, yung broiler, raising, and we will also talk about incubation and organic chicken, and as well as quail farming. Is we still have a lot of time now, but we still have 2 months to go, I think. But the rest of, especially sa exam ninyo, you will be given ample time for that, kasi it's actually more than 300 items, but those are just bonus questions. No, if you can answer everything, then the rest of the points will just go to your bonus, which is 300 items lahat, from prelim, midterm to final, all in one lang na siya. So do you have any reaction regarding your exam, John and Sarah?
Naman po. Wala naman po, ma'am.
Kaya ra kayo? Nahumanan ni mo answer?
Ang exam, wala pa po sa exam, ma'am.
Okay, so try to look at it and just have a rundown, no? Which topic na hindi pa natin na-cover, so we can cover. So again, we are now on Module 5, Poultry Management. And when we speak of poultry, sorry na misspell. Okay. It indicates all domesticated avian species. So we call them as a group as avian if they belong to the winged animals, no, such as the chicken, ducks, turkeys, quail, even the guinea fowls, geese, pigeons, the ostrich, no, emu, and they are, when we say poultry, they are all synonymous na as used to the term chicken. So hindi lang chicken na Gallus or Gallus domestica in scientific name. So I hope before we end in this course, you have identified, that's your laboratory exercise 1, no? You have identified the scientific names of the different poultry and livestock. So we also have, as well as the common terms, like when we say chicken, the young chicken is chick, the male is cock, and the adult male is cock, and the adult female is hen. So there are also a lot of definitions, no? Oh my God. Babalik na naman ako. Sorry. So there are also a lot of terms, which I'm going back to page. So there are also terms like the one mentioned first is the beak, no? So which of course, ano na yun, module 3, 4, and we are in module 5. So of course, before we proceed with the bill or the beak, or we call them the beak of duck, so each of this also have poultries, also have different scientific names, no? And all of you have identified that last time. I'm sorry, nag-work ba? Nag-screenshot magug ko ba unya? Kalagot po ani eh.
Okay lang, ma'am.
Tapos wala pa try ka ng move cursor. Di ko kabalo. Aha. Paano ko ni Google Docs akong gamit? Yan mo balik siya sa first page. Ahak man eh. So most of you have already kanang submitted na your laboratory exercise, and I already have given some mga kanang grades on those submissions. So I'm not just sure kasi I don't memorize actually. I don't memorize the grades, or I'm not really particular pag sa pangalan ninyo, no, right after na maano na ako mag-answer mo. So I really don't care kung inyo ba ng pangalan o dili. So I cannot memorize your grades exactly. Nalapas na noon ko. So just to show you, like kay John, no? Okay lang, John Ray. Naana ba ka dali sa classroom?
Yes, ma'am. Ano ako ko'y lating, ma'am?
Okay, so ayan o, nag-rate na ko sa imo. Perfect ka, uy. So missing ni siya, it means due date na siya, o ning lapas na mo sa due date, but still you still have until May 31 to answer all of this. So it will just remind you na yung facing natin, kasi periodically dapat may output kayo, so that it will just remind you na dapat buhaton na yun na ninyo para dili mo cramming in sa final due date talaga.
Actually, ma'am, tapos ko na po yun, ma'am. Kaso, nag-handwriting lang po kasi ako, ma'am, eh.
So,
Kaya di ko pa po naipasa.
so pwede naman po picture nimo, John Ray, and i-send mo sa kuha. So, but then I'm going to Samal this week, no, and I will pick up all your papers. Although yung iba
Yes, ma'am.
ko na kasi i-email lang nila at tapos i-picturean lang nila and then send. So, although yung deadline daw ng midterm ay hanggang April 12, no?
Yes, ma'am.
Pero April 9. So, again, the bill, or we are now on the definitions of the different terms, the bill or the beak of the duck, no? And it is also sometimes we just call the beak of the chicken, no, but for duck specifically it calls the bill. And we call them broiler or fryer if it's about 5 weeks of age, any sex, no, with an average body ng 1.8 to hanggang 2 kilogram, na merong flexible breast bone cartilage, pliable and tender meat. So broiler ang tawag natin pag pang meat siya na type na chicken. Although any chicken can be shift command. Hopefully di na nimo balik, no. Okay, thank you. So, nag-screenshot ako sa attendance. So, but then if specifically kung for egg siya, so we call it layer. I guess manaaman na siya before. So pag broiler siya, it's really for meat and it has specific characteristic hanggang 2 kilogram. Kasi also more than that, gahin na pug kaayo, no, kailangan na siya i-kanang pressure cook. And we also have brooder, a metallic or wooden equipment used for artificial brooding of the baby chicks, no? Yung kanang mag-brooding na sila. So we call them brooder, kung the equipment. And candling is the process of visual examination ng intact egg by holding between the eye and a lighted candle or other source ng light, whether any light, no, to determine the quality or shell soundness of the stage ng embryonic development. So, I have a specific video to show you on this. So later. And we call kapun if they are surgically castrated male less than 10 months of age. No, so there's also kapunizing ba na in chicken, and also clutch egg or laid by hand on consecutive days without break or are referred as clutch. No, so it's just referred to the eggs na since ilang beses ba mangitlog ang chicken? Ilang beses per day mangitlog? Is it twice a day, every day, or one time? Ha?
Hindi po, ma'am.
Every day, yes. Every day, yun yung ang expected na kanyang pangingitlog. But some, if not that really good, so every other day sometimes, no? So tawag sa kanila ay clutch. And call if they are already unproductive. So ikakal ka na. Or the process itself is called culling. And we also have the removal of the beak, no, para hindi masyadong masamara ng uban ng mga chickens. So we debeak them or beak trimming. And decifowl 2 4. So, a decifowl is the indigenous or native shift or native fowl, no? We call them desi. And the snooding is the removal ng snood in turkeys. We also have downtime or the period time calling of one batch and introduction of new batch. So, downtime tawag nun, yung period na yon. And dabbing, the process of removal of comb and wattles at a day-old age with the help ng scissors. So I don't know why they do that, but it will also impact to the whole growth and quality of the meat perhaps. And the egg tooth, is the small horny protrusion, no, on the tip of the chick's beak used to peep the egg cell when hatching. So it drops off soon after the chicks escape from the eggs. So, yun lang ang tawag na. That's why they can get out of the shell of this egg tooth. Then we call them green duck or ducks used for meat production, which are marketed from 9 to 16 weeks of age. So, green ducks ang tawag sa kanila if it's for meat production. And hatchery is a building where incubators are kept for hatching purpose or yung pag ng itlog. Layer is also a mature female fowl kept for egg laying purpose. So, yun yung sinasabi ko kanina, kung merong broiler, which is for meat, layer naman tawag for egg, no? Or you can also, however, eat the meat of the layer pero medyo matigas na siya. Nakatilaw na mo og layer nga meat, ngigi pang itlog siya na inyong giihaw. Usually ang tawag ng nila is ha? So medyo matigas siya, no, nga meat. So we also call liveability or the ability of the individual bird to live and remain vigorous and productive. So can I request every one of you to mute yourselves unless you want to talk, no? So kasi yung I'm still recording our session and I have noticed na pag any of you here have some background sound, so mules ang ako ang record nga quality and voice. So I hope if you are not going to talk, then you just mute your microphone for the meantime. So molting is also the act or process of shedding and renewing feathers. So para ding ano ibang like the mag-change skin or molting, mag-shed ang feathers. So we also have pause or the interval between clutches. So kanina clutch is yung kanyang yung non-stop, no? Non-break na pag pangitlog. But we also have this interval between clutches na pause, no? So kung kabalo mo drive, we also call the clutch, no, para mag primera, segunda, 'di ba? Kasi kabalo mo drive dara.
Grabe ko eh.
Si Jacqueline and Paul.
Motor, ma'am.
Motor. Wow, kuya eh. Kinsay naga-drive dara og dump truck. Wala.
John Paul.
Si John Paul. Kuyawa John Paul eh. So, we call also photo period or the period ng illumination of both natural and artificial means. So, in plants we also have photo period, no? It's the period of light wherein they affect the growth of plants like the long day plants, short day plants, and also for animals. Lahat naman, no, ang light, even the moon has effect or impact on the growth of all living organisms. So in this also we call them period of illumination for whether natural or artificial means. So we also have piping, the act of pecking the shell or shell membrane by the chick in order to break the shell. So kanina yung egg tooth ba yun? Yeah, egg tooth, no? Is the one they use for egg tooth is the one they use for breaking the shell, and the act of pecking the shell is piping. And lastly, roaster, no, we call it's a broiler grown up to the age of 9 to 11 weeks to a body weight ng more than 2 to 3 kilogram na siya. So matigas na talaga, no, ang roaster. Although these are usually mayroon tayong roaster for breeding. Kaya, so before pa naman sila, kakatayin na natin before sila mamatay. So snood is also a small muscular structure hanging from the base of the beak. In Turkish called snood. Yan. So there are different class, breeds, varieties, and strains of poultry. And we in poultry, it is used to designate the group ng birds at the
device is ready to
yes.
Line in.
So, for example, we have American, English, Mediterranean, and Asiatic, no, na mga classes of birds. But when we say na ano siya, breed, it refers to the group of birds which common ancestors are having similar genetically in terms of shape, conformation, growth, temperament, even the shell color of the eggs, like the leghorn, the Rhode Island red, Australian lorp, and others. And we also have variety, no? It's a subdivision ng breed or distinguished either by color, comb type, feather pattern, and others from other group of the same breed lang siya. For example, we have the white leghorn compared sa brown leghorn, but they all, and the white plymouth rock, they all belong to, and the barred, black plymouth rock, and the black minorca. So they all belong to the same breed but ibang variety. So ganun din sa plants. And we also have specific strain, no, like the virus related to inbred flax with definite economic characters. It's given to a breeder who had done breeding on the birds and introduced certain mga economic characters in the bird, so gi-breed na sila, and there is like another additional character So in a breed or a variety, meron ding mga several strain and phenotypically alike but often differ in their production performance depending on the breeding history or the characteristic. So ayan. So for example, we have the Bobcat, Bovans, Highland Lowman, Cobb, Hubbard, Ross, and Highbrow. So there, I have here the different breeds ng poultry. So I'm sorry kay medyo na nasira yung table. So we have the American class and its breed. So usually pag American class, it's usually come from the American breeds, no? And these are the different breeds which are under American class and the different varieties. And also Asiatic class, no? So it has different characteristic, of course, compared to American class and also Mediterranean class. And also in terms of breeds, of course, so and variety. So, may iba-ibang variety. So, pag Plymouth, Yorkshire, Rhode Island Red, and New Hampshire, American class yan sila lahat. Pag Brahman, Longshan, and Cochin, Asiatic, and Leghorn and Minorca are Mediterranean. And we also have English class. So, malamang UK siya, no? And they are the Australorp, Cornish, and skin and with yellow skin and pecan, no? So we also have other broiler types, commercial broiler types in the Philippines. No, we have the Arbor Acres broilers. So I will not, these are usually supplied by San Miguel Corporation. It's a major American poultry company. We also have the Hubbard broilers. It's also from a French company, and they are supplied by Tyson Agro Ventures. And we also have Shaver Starbro broilers from Canadian company, and it's still sourced at Universal Robina Farms. And we also have Ross broilers. These are one of the world's popular, and it has a good breast yield. We also have Cobb broilers or Cobb are also survives many different environments and also in the Philippines, found in the Philippines. So we also have commercial layers. So in yung mga broilers kanina and the commercial layers in the Philippines, we have Lowman layers, the classic one, the Cobb White layers, no, which is from a US company and very popular in the Philippines. And we also have the Bobcat White layers, and which is very prolific. But we also have a lot of native chicken in the Philippines, which is the one that we're going to talk about. We have the Banaba chicken from Batangas. We also have the rag chicken from Panay, Parawakan, and native Philippine chicken breeds. So I guess before we proceed with the major steps in production, which include poultry house construction, we will watch videos on the different breeds, and also starting with the free range chicken. So we have top 16, no, and this is a little bit longer, so you will know the different breeds.
Hi Kabukid! In this video, I'll be featuring the free range chicken as requested by one of our supporter, Kuya Idel. There are certain chicken breeds far better than the others. when chickens are allowed to free range. The selection criteria includes predator wariness, color plumage, acute vision, foraging ability, and of course, productivity and equality. Here is the top 16 free-range chicken breeds in the world by egg production. Number 16, Bakay. Number 15, Egyptian Fayoumi. Number 14, White-faced Black Spanish. Number 13, Patridge Welsummer. Number 12, Double Lace Barneyvelder. Number 11, Buff Orpington. Number 10, New Hampshire. Number 9. Silverad blue or isbar. Number 8. Blue laced red Wyandotte. Number 7. Norwegian Deerhorn. Number 6. Blue Americana. Number 5. Bard Plymouth Rock. Number 4. Rhode Island Red. Number 3. Speckled Sussex. Number 2. Black Australorp. And number 1, Brown Leghorn.
So that's it about the different breeds which are top 16, no? Madami siya, although 16 nga lang siya, but there are like hundreds to thousands. So which of these breeds you are very familiar with, or ano yung favorite ninyo na breeds? Sa chicken. Ellen. O man naka-on ng mic. Ellen? Ang say favorite in mga foods. We're less than a minute now, so we will just continue on the next videos, which is free range chickens, no, next meeting. So for now, before we stop, anyone can share kung say favorite ninyong breeds?
Ano ma'am? Yung